One day at the airport, visibility is low. BigJet 111 is on Gate 4, asking for pushback. The ground controller approves the pushback and forwards the latest runway visual range figures for the active runway. While navigating towards the runway, the pilots keep careful positional awareness. Meanwhile, a vehicle asks permission to drive to one of the intersections of runway 18 left to exchange a faulty stop bar light. The ground controller approves the request and follows the vehicle route on the ASM GCS display. At the same time, BigJet 111 has contacted the runway controller and is lining up on runway 18 left. The pilots check that the runway edge lights, the heading, and the localizer signal correspond to the runway for departure and receive clearance for takeoff. At the same time, the driver of the vehicle reports being uncertain of his position. Because the vehicle is not visible on his HMI, the controller immediately instructs BigJet 111 to reject the takeoff. As it turns out, the vehicle was in an area that was blanked out due to radar clutter from the surface movement radar. When it slowly moves forward into the taxiway, it becomes visible again. The controller informs the driver of his position. What are the key takeaways from this incident? Pilots: never rush a low visibility departure. Maintain positional awareness from gate to lineup. If possible, avoid doing checks and checklists while the aircraft is taxiing. If you have any doubts, stop the aircraft, advise ATC, and resolve the doubt. Once you're lined up, make sure that the runway edge lights are visible both left and right of the aircraft, and that the corresponding ILS localizer signal for the departure runway is displayed. Check the heading, and when available, the instrumental X tracks, moving map, and head-up display. Controllers: in low visibility, never put pressure on a departing flight crew to taxi or commence takeoff quickly. If possible, operate on a one runway, one frequency, one language, including vehicles, to enhance traffic situational awareness of other traffic. Keep vehicle movements on the maneuvering area to an absolute minimum. Learn more about low visibility departures on Skybray.